got the senior Rotax coming up for the penultimate race of the day. Of course, we're moving on to October now. It's the earlier nights, so the vision could become a factor here. It's a little bit dark and a little bit gloomy out there on the track as Joshua Turnbull leads them away from Ethan Martin, Ewan Richards, Charlie Webb on row 2, Lucas Blanford and James Tester on row number 3 from Harry Bloor, Ben Horner on row number 4. Row 5 made up of Tom Pryor, Jack Spencer, Lucas Ellingham from George Hart, Deacon Russell, Luke Bate, George Allen, Ryan Hedge on row number 8. Row number 9 is Ralph Youngling from William Pemble, Victor Finlatter, Aaron Sarkis, Callum Ingray and Cassius Diaz on row 11, Tobian Alvarez and Isaac Reynolds on row number 12, Michael Morgan, Joshua Burnett, Joe Fox, Gregory Davis, James Harbison, Zav Chapman-Lewis and Adam White rounding out the field. So some pretty top names. Didn't get the heat races they would have wanted, starting a bit further down the field. That could add a bit of intrigue in the midfield as this race gets underway. Senior Rotax final, very aggressive start here as they pile into the first corner. Bit of banging and buffing in the midfield. Oh, there's a few drivers spin out there. That was always going to go wrong there. They were very aggressive into the first corner.
I think that involved Lucas Blanford especially. Had a pretty decent start position, but obviously got taken out in that melee.
Well, difficult start there for some of the drivers as the top 3, as a result of that, of course, breaking away a bit now. It's Turnbull who's looked very good today, charging down into the final corner, all very close to the top 3 in this position here where they can try and break away. If they can just try and work together, just put some good lines in here. What's going to happen though? Or are the gloves going to be off here? It's down the inside into the lead. Oh, into the lead. Oh, the side-by-side to the Willows here. Ethan Martin having a go. But no, Charlie Webb holds on. And as a result, those 3 fighting for position in Stowe Corner. Look at this now. Look at the pack of drivers behind here. It's brought them into the fold here somewhat. Got Ewan Richards, Ben Horner, Jack Spencer, Tom Pryor, Deacon Russell, Luke Bate all getting involved in this one. Lucas Ellingham's gone to 11. As a few drivers spinning out. Oh, one driver spins off on the approach to the Kimbolton corner, but it's still...
Martin.
Who's that, sorry?
Ethan Martin.
Ethan Martin. Yeah, good spot there. He was in the top 10, of course. So Charlie Webb is now in the lead. Joshua Turnbull drops to second. Ewan Richards still wide open, though, of course. Ben Horner, Jack Spencer, Deacon Russell, Tom Pryor, Luke Bates, as they all make their way through in towards Derek's corner. Off the track, Ethan Martin with a rather bent-looking kart. He's marching away in disgust off the camera. Ralph Youngling is also out of the race. Sam Chapman-Lewis way down the field as well. So quite a few drivers who would be hoping for a good result dropping out of contention here. And at the moment, it's looking very good for Charlie Webb, who is just trying desperately to break away from the rest of the field. Fastest lap of the race, 40.75. Just breaking away from Joshua Turnbull and Ben Horner here. So at the moment here, John, I think for the likes of Turnbull and Horner, second and third, they've really got to try and stay with that leader.
So obviously, Joshua Turnbull and Ben Horner should try and obviously push the catch up to Charlie Webb, as Charlie Webb is currently running second at the Kimbolton Championship, as Lucas Ellingham, currently in 8th, is championship leader. And I would believe Charlie Webb wants as many points as he possibly could get to maximise the deficit to Lucas Ellingham.
Yeah, he's looking good at the front here so far as we look. Of course, Lucas Ellingham really has fought back well here up to 6th place. There is a warning flag a bit further down the field for the number 18 of Ryan Hedge, currently in 16th position. But look out here for Lucas Ellingham, number 99, who didn't get a good grid position in this final, had some difficulties in the heat race, but has slowly but surely made his way through the field and is now up to 6th position behind Deacon Russell. In the meantime, though, of course, Charlie Webb, 24, that driver there, continues to lead the way as he makes his way through the Kimbolton corner. Joshua Turnbull still charging. Ben Horner, Ewan Richards close behind. Looking for Lucas Ellingham. He's still there in 6th place, but keeping the pressure on that 5th place Deacon Russell as they go piling through the willows once again. Charlie Webb, though, has put some good laps in here. He's got a lot of pressure on, but Joshua Turnbull with the fastest lap of the race, incidentally, 40.42, closing the gap slightly. But I think here Charlie Webb is doing a great job of holding on to this lead.
Charlie Webb is doing very consistent at times. And especially once you're in the lead, you're going to have like no chase or anything, and the chase and tow his extremely powerful, but he's putting in some very good laps as we see across the Heinz Straight. A 40.58 matches with Joshua Turnbull, who also got a 40.58, and these like last couple of laps have been extremely important for Charlie Webb.
Yeah, Charlie Webb just trying as best he can to maintain that gap at the front, but Joshua Turnbull really making life difficult for him. They set identical lap times last time round. The pace of this race is very fast indeed here. Not much overtaking here. Everyone just working together just to try and get as close as they can. As we head towards that all-important final lap, there is a driver under investigation further down the field. The number 47 of Cassius Dieth, currently in 24th. Race goes on at the front, of course. Charlie Webb continuing to lead the way. Joshua Turnbull just chipping away another tenth of a second here. 2 minutes plus 1 lap to go. This is a very finely poised race as the midfield runners go charging through the Stowe corner to start another lap. It's all very close throughout the field here. We looked at Tobian Alvarez, Tom Pryor, Victor Finlatter further down. Tobian Alvarez, another driver who had some difficulties in the heat race, has broke into the top 10 here. And with 2 minutes to go plus the 1 lap, as we look at some of our midfield runners all running very close throughout the field here. You see the number 64 there of Jack Spencer, currently in 9th place. Oh, was down the inside there. Nice little move there from Tobian Alvarez to move into 9th position. Back to our leader, 1:24 plus 1 lap to go. And this is a very closely fought final here. Charlie Webb, Joshua Turnbull, Ben Horner. There's not much overtaking going on here, John, but it's all very tactical, I think. Everyone's just trying to work together and get as close as they can for that final lap.
Although there isn't that much overtaking going on with the front pack, looked like Ben Horner just had a moment on the exit of the Dan Weldon corner, but the drivers are still... hold on, Ewan Richards has just gone down the inside of Ben Horner. Brilliant move going into the Heinz Straight, but as I was saying, there hasn't been that many overtakes, but all these drivers have been so competitive in lap times, but once you just start battling, the gap just starts to form, and in grids like this, you can't really afford to have a gap.
It just feels like nobody wants to take that risk and lose time just yet. It's all about keeping the momentum going into the final lap, it appears, because they're all running so fast at the front here. Very quick race here.
As now we go into Kimbolton corner, Joshua Turnbull is now being chased by Ewan Richards. Showed really strong pace in Heat 2 and 3. As we see, Ewan Richards is catching Joshua Turnbull and Charlie Webb. Around a 10th that lap so far, but he's looking really quick at the moment. As you see him getting closer and closer through down Derek's corner we go. And we're watching Charlie Webb as right now, but the battle for second place with Joshua Turnbull and Ewan Richards as through the TKM straight we go. Ewan Richards is getting ever so closely as Charlie Webb goes through Kimbolton corner. Joshua Turnbull goes very defensive through Kimbolton corner as Charlie Webb starts the final lap. But Joshua Turnbull has tons of pressure behind him from Ewan Richards. Joshua Turnbull goes defensive. Ben Horner gets a very good switchback on Ewan Richards. Side by side they go. Oh, so close.
Yeah, that's very close there through the willows on the final time. This is all going to benefit Charlie Webb here on the final lap. He's done all the hard work here. And it's all been very, very close indeed. No real margins here in this race, but a half a chance. They've been going for the overtakes here. Charlie Webb at the moment looks like he's going to win this one as he makes his way down towards Kimbolton for the final time. All the action for third place. And here they come, out to the final corner. Charlie Webb's driven so well, and he will take the checker flag to win the final in senior Rotax. Turnbull second, Richards third, Horner in fourth, Ellingham fifth, Luke Bate, Deacon Russell, Harry Bloor, Tobian Alvarez, and Jack Spencer rounding up the top 10.